Once, the world enjoyed an age of prosperity, until one night when it all ended. Now two heroes, Jules McCaffery and Quinn the Clever, walk the ruins of yesterday in search of a brighter future in the dark lands of the world before. Today's episode, Forgotten Faces.
And there it is, Port de la Capitola.
Good. Almost there.
Well, you're almost there.
What do you mean?
Docking fee is 30 tabs. I'm not paying that kind of money.
What, you expect me to swim?
You can't you?
Unbelievable. Quinn, hold on.
Bye. Aw, you think he's mad, Snow? Cold, Jules.
I know, me too. Let's find a place to stay.
Well, you boys fancy a nightly swim?
The name's Jules. This is my partner, Quinn.
Occupation?
Scrapper and rabbit.
So, what brings you to...
I'm sorry, I'll answer any question you have, but could we go someplace warm?
I understand, but I can't let you on land without knowing who you are or what you're doing here.
I can answer both for you, Harbormaster.
Oh, hello, Carla.
I knew tonight would be exciting. His name, Jules McCaffery. His purpose for being here to pay 4,180 tabs or exchange something of equal or greater value.
4,000 and what?
Sounds like you don't have either. That's a shame. Boys, relieve Mr. McCaffery of his gear and belongings, please.
By dark you are!
By dark we are. Or you end up in biorecycling and your rat, the soup pot.
What is this about? I haven't done anything. This is the first time I've been back in the peninsula for 6 years.
It's not what you did. It's what Daddy McCaffery did.
What?
You want someplace warm? We got a nice, toasty cell with your name on it. Get him out of here.
Ew! Shoo! Shoo! Damn rodents! Sorry about that. I have to put in the vermin extermination requisition form 3 times and not even a mousetrap.
Don't worry about it.
Here you go, boss. Salisbury steak, potatoes, and a juice box. I even stuck a little lettuce in there for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, perk up, buddy. You gotta admit, this isn't the worst place you have to crash in.
Yeah.
Here. Let me see if I can get you some dessert.
Jules, what's going to happen to us?
I have no idea. I haven't been in a Capitola jail before.
What happened? Why did they take your stuff?
I don't know, Quinn. Give me some time to think, okay? At least the guard was polite.
Yeah, Buck has always been the sympathetic type.
Uncle Rocky? And here I was afraid I wasn't going to see another friendly face.
I'm Rockmund, Bryce here, but it's good to see you again, kiddo.
That uniform, are you...
I'm a senior representative for the Capitola Merchant Guild. I know, a little different from Perimeter Patroller.
Working with the Bureau now, huh? Then can you explain to me why my ex threw me in here and took all my gear and money?
I wish you would have found out under different circumstances, but... Your father has an outstanding debt to the Alliance. 19 escaped slaves died because of him.
Aptos Oaks is just a resting place. Whatever happens along the Freedom Boulevard is not...
Your father pulled the Oaks off of the boulevard.
He did what?
And to demonstrate this, he opened fire on a group seeking sanctuary. 19. I'm so sorry, Jules.
He and Mother have saved over 300 escaped slaves. He's been saving people for over 40 years. Why? Why would he do that?
Jules, we don't know. The Merchant Guild were curious if you did.
Can't believe this.
Neither can I, and I've known the man my whole life.
And the Freedom Fighters?
They've redirected their routes through the back roads to the boulevard. The Steinbeck Alliance placed an embargo on the colony.
An embargo? For how long?
It's been a little over 5 months.
5 months of no supplies? And he's not bending?
You know Sawyer. He doesn't break easily.
But the colony will. Please, I need to talk to him.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't know what brought you back, but I'm relieved you are.
I'm back because Gretchen sent me a letter. I'd show it to you.
I understand. She must have tapped a sympathetic outside source to make the delivery. Smart girl.
Crippled with social anxiety and fear of attachment, but yeah, she is. Am I free to go?
Once you step behind those bars, you need a level 4 clearance to let you out before your trial.
And you're level 4, right?
More like level 6.
Hey, I found some pudding Oh, Mr. Bryce. I'm so sorry,
Buck, it's fine. Can you let this man out, please?
Yes, sir!
Again, I'm sorry, Jules. You can stay with me and Kasumi until tomorrow.
They took everything. My choice scrap, my tabs. All they left was the bare essentials. Back to square one.
Not completely. You going to introduce me to your friend?
This is Quinn. I found him when I was down south.
Nice to meet you, little buddy.
I still can't believe what you told me. Of all things.
I know. Like I said, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Sawyer's been circling the drain for a while, but I didn't expect a plunge like this.
You talking about Sawyer McCaffery? The man's a filthy murderer.
We're aware. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Kay. You won't believe who I ran into today.
Is that Jules? Little Jules?
Hi, Aunt Kay.
Better than prison food, huh?
Understatement of the century. So, how does a patrol guard become a senior representative?
You had to ask.
By picking the wrong fight. Should I tell him, hun?
Might as well. Be rude not to.
I was out with my men, scouting out Huntington Drive, over by the junior high school.
At night?
He's got you.
Yes, at night. I know. It was dumb. But we needed to find a new water filter. We were combing the neighborhood for hours, but kept coming up empty-handed, so I made the call to stay after dark. Big mistake number 1. Then I go into this 2-story house alone, letting my men cover more ground. Big mistake number 2. Picking around the kitchen when I noticed a sleeping bag tucked away inside the pantry.
The house was occupied.
In a matter of speaking. I drew my cannon and went room to room until I rounded the corner into the master bedroom, and I noticed a second doorway on the far wall. It was a panic room. Then I made big mistake number 3.
You called out.
Called out.
I called out. I say, "Hey, who's there?" Now, there I was expecting a scared Darklander to come stumbling out, hands in the air. Instead, I see this big guy step out. Now, because it was dark, I didn't get a good look at him, so I asked him, "Who are you?" The moment I saw him raise his machete, I squeezed a couple rounds into him. Big mistake number 4.
Was he?
He was. This was no Darklander. He was a Wendy and one that had eaten the house's previous inhabitant. He rushes at me, slashing that machete about while I'm just trying to put as much distance between that razor edge and my neck. But I wasn't quick enough. The blade found me and sent me tumbling down the stairs. The impact hurt, but I'm moving with pure adrenaline now, so I'm on my feet and sprinting out the door with this thing roaring after me. My men heard my shots, so when they see that brute charging me with a bloodied machete, they emptied their clips into him. I walk over to them, gasping for air, and I tell them, "Good shooting, boys. I think we can call it a day." And then, one of them tells me,
Let me. He says, "Think so, boss? 'Cause your guts are hanging out."
Whoa.
"Yup." I looked down and realized that I was narrowly avoiding tripping on my own entrails. What awaited me after those men dragged me home was 4 months of recovery and vocal battery from Kasumi.
You're normally so quiet, though, Aunt Kay.
Until I walk into the clinic and find my husband with his intestines shoved back into his belly.
After that, we decided my days on patrol were over.
Then how'd you end up here?
Your father.
Really?
As you know, your father made for a damn good captain of the guard. It was his calling, up until he decided to throw his hat into politics.
He got elected?
Unanimously. He is the man who gave the Republic Seth McCaffery.
Seth is
A month after he was given the robe, something switched in his head. He went from, Take all the rest you need, Rocky. 2. I can't have my men led by an idiot. Get out. So, Kasumi and I packed up and walked. The rest is a lot of schooling and bureaucrat stuff.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know. Hopefully you can knock some sense into him.
Or, at the very least, figure out what happened to him.
Until then, the couch is yours tonight, and we have plenty of carrots and lettuce for your little friend. If you get hungry, there's some jerky in the fridge.
Thanks, Aunt Kay. You guys are the best. Do you mind if I pack it in early? It's been a long day.
Go ahead, son. I have a meeting tomorrow morning, so I will probably miss you. But, despite what's been happening, we really are happy to see you again.
Likewise.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Aunt Kay. Uncle Rocky.
Good night, Jules.
Jules, are you awake?
Yeah.
Why did you lie to me about Seth McCaffery?
What lie?
You said you weren't related.
And the ways that matter. Other than blood, there's nothing that connects us.
Why? He's the hero of the Republic.
You can't believe everything you hear, Quinn.
What do you mean?
Let's hope you never have to find out. Sounds like Vancouver is a ways off, buddy.
I'm more concerned about you. You've been so rattled since you got that letter. Does your family hurt you this bad?
Yeah.
Why?
Sawyer and I had different opinions on what my life should be. I left. Not a word from him since. Until tomorrow, which is why we need our sleep. Get some rest, pal.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, buddy.
Again.
Wyncott, listen to me.
I have no interest in your whimpers, Draiman.
By Doc, listen! I know who destroyed the feast, Jules.
McCaffery. I'm aware. My informants tell me he's no longer in the valley. He was last seen joining a caravan heading north. Whatever he used to destroy the feast will be found, and it will be delivered.
Then why are you wasting time here?
Because you've become arrogant, Draiman. We lost our chance to secure a foothold in the valley, and you didn't even have the initiative to track McCaffery down.
Apparently you're not as well informed as you would think.
Explain.
While you have been here torturing me and strutting about like a rooster in a henhouse, you have failed to realize that I'm not the player in this game of cat and McCaffery. Pox, he's likely in pursuit of McCaffery as we speak.
Pox and his horde are making their way towards Lake Tahoe. My spies along the 395 gridlock confirmed seeing the shepherds chasing down the survivors of Hess.
But did they see him? I guarantee, as we speak, that insufferable brain in a jar is following McCaffery's scent, likely hoping to claim the weapon for himself.
And why should I believe you?
Destroy me, and you will never see that weapon.
You see this?
A flash drive.
This drive contains a virus, specially designed by the United States military to subdue Republic bots. From what I've seen, when a bot is infected with it, the pain they feel is far from physical. This is hell for you. If you're wrong or you double-cross us, this will be placed in your systems and then we'll leave you in your misery. Draiman, the great schemer, will be reduced to a screaming wretch.
I see why he likes you.
Find McCaffery, kill him, and take his weapon. My people will be watching you. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but this is your last chance, Draiman.
Don't go away. The dark lands of the world before will be back after these messages.
The burgers are almost done, kids.
Yay!
I want mine with pickles.
I want mine with ketchup.
Kids,
let Daddy cook. Lemonade?
Thanks, honey. Delicious.
Hey, Pop! What's that?
Darling, is that?
It is! It's the Americans! Kids, get inside!
Not so fast, Republic filth.
Please, sir, spare my family.
Death to the Republic!
Horrific, I know. Hi, I'm Bruce Palmer of BunkerCorp. In 1995, Appalachia was destroyed by a bioweapon meant to be used on our republic. What was once beautiful mountains and forests is now a barren wasteland where nothing lives. We got lucky that time. But what about the next? What if the next wasteland is our precious republic? We at BunkerCorp have a solution. We are proposing a $1.7 trillion deal with the Republic government to create a series of reinforced, safe bunkers to protect Californians in the event of a world-ending cataclysm, and not to experiment on people. However, the Republic and its bots believe that the bunkers are unnecessary or are actually horrific social experiments, which they are not. Now, let's take a look at the Johnsons again, but this time with the help of BunkerCorp.
The burgers are almost done, kids.
Yay! I want mine with pickles.
I want mine with ketchup.
Kids, let Daddy cook. Lemonade?
Thanks, honey. Delicious.
Hey, Pop! What's that?
Darling, is that?
It is! It's the Americans! Everyone, to the bunker!
Are you sure they can't get in, Pop?
Of course I'm sure, Billy. BunkerCorp has a state-of-the-art armored protection that can withstand an earthquake. Not to mention their trained security detail.
He's right, Billy, and the best part is this isn't a grotesque social experiment. Now, can I get my burger with cheese? At BunkerCorp, we promise to protect every Californian, big and small. So what are you waiting for, California? It's not like we're going to experiment on you. We wouldn't do that. BunkerCorp, we don't experiment on people. We protect them. Honest. Welcome back to the dark lands of the world before.
Oh, shut up.
Did you skip breakfast again?
Had to. We barely had enough rations to make it through the week. Better I starve so my kids can eat.
Here.
Whoa. Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about it. Ate the damn apple.
This is from Reed's crop, isn't it? Vince, you know what Sawyer will do if he finds out you're taking...
Are you gonna tell him?
Of course not.
Then eat. I don't want to hear your stomach the whole shift.
Hey, look alive.
Don't move. Who are you? We aren't taking in Darklanders.
Vince? Gary? What are you doing on those walls?
I don't believe it. Jules? What are you... Hold on. I'll open the gate.
By dark, you are. Sawyer said...
But it's his boy. Sawyer will want to see him.
Long time no see.
Real long time. We thought you were dead.
What brought you back?
Is Gretchen still at the house, or is she on her own?
She moved into a place up the hill, just for her and all her books.
Thanks, Gary.
Whoa. You're not going anywhere without an escort.
Go love that embargo. Here. Jerky. Fresh from Uncle Rocky's.
You found Rocky?
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Jules, thank you for the jerky, but we really can't let you go anywhere without an escort. New law.
All right. Get Beto then. What?
Beto and his family left about a year ago, out to SoCal.
Francisco? Laura?
Francisco left for Monterey, and Laura's family went to stay with hers in Gilroy after she was killed during a patrol.
During a patrol? She was a florist!
We've had hard times, Jules. I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, something about the deaths of 19 innocent people.
I'll take him to Gretchen. Hold the post, will ya?
Yeah.
What?
Open up, Gretch.
Give me a second.
1.
Shut up.
Wow, you look like crap.
That's quite the compliment from Gretch the Wretch.
I told you not to call me that.
Hello to you too, Gretch.
Come on. You're letting the sage out.
If by sage you mean good green, how'd you get it? You're in an embargo.
The same way I got a letter out. I'm guessing that's why you're here?
Yeah, so what's this about me being dead?
Sit. Did you want to hit?
No, I'm...
Oh, I didn't know you had a rabbit.
Yeah, his name is...
Come here, little guy.
Whoa, gentle with him.
Where'd you find this cutie?
Rescued him from a hunter down south.
Los Angeles.
Mojave.
I hate deserts.
You've never even been to the desert. Wait, let's back up. You need to tell me why people think I'm dead.
Does Dad know you're here yet?
No, but I ran into Vince and Gary, so I'm sure he will soon enough.
Ponces.
Be nice, Gretch.
Bite me.
Come on, Gretch, stop stalling.
Oh, look at you. Get yourself a rabbit, 12 years in the Darklands, and you got guts.
Gretchen!
Fine. Dad will kill me if he knows I took this. But I thought, if you turned up, you'd want to look at it.
A letter? A letter from who?
A letter from our dearest big brother.
Seth? Seth told you I was dead?
He did what? What the dark is that? What is it?
Gretchen, calm down.
He talked. Jules, you heard him, right?
Yes, he does that. Relax.
I think I broke something.
He did it again.
Gretch, it's the Darklands. Are you really surprised by this?
I've heard about bots and fuglies, and I've shot a marauder or two, but I never thought talking rabbits were a thing.
Deep breaths, girl. Deep, deep breaths.
Where's my pipe? I need to smoke.
Take your time. You okay, pal?
I'm sorry. I just didn't think.
Remember what I said about not believing everything you hear.
But Seth's a hero.
Seth is a lunatic.
He's a psychopath.
There's nothing in his heart but greed, lust, and a dangerously inflated ego. If Seth McCaffery is a hero, then I'm the head of the librarians.
So he told Sawyer I was dead.
And Dad ate it up, like always.
What do you mean, like always?
Seth is up lording over some patch of dirt up near Newport, like a king, and wrote to Dad to brag about it about a year ago. After that, they became regular pen pals.
Wait. Seth told Sawyer to run for mayor, didn't he?
Yep.
Seth told Sawyer to be more strict on people, didn't he?
Yep.
Seth told Sawyer to pull out of the Freedom Boulevard, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Over 40 years, committed to protecting those in need. And Sawyer turns his back on it? Because the prodigal son told him to?
I know.
And now Sawyer thinks I'm dead. But you didn't.
I'm not stupid enough to believe Seth.
Then why would you send me a letter if not to confirm I was alive?
Shut up.
You can't hide from your big brother, Gretch.
Who's hiding? Are you hiding? I'm not. Just come here.
I missed you too.
I wish you'd write more.
I tend to avoid major metropolitans, but I'll be sure to send a letter or two from now on. Let you know I'm still out there, scratching through dirt, as Sawyer loves saying.
Good.
Time to face the music. I'll see you around, Gretch the Wretch.
Don't call me that. Jules? If you die, can I have your rabbit?
Not in a million years.
Hello, Julian.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Ooh, is that really all you have to say for yourself?
I'm surprised to find you standing over Mom's grave.
Am I not allowed to visit my dearly departed wife?
Says the man who murdered 19 innocent people she would have wanted to save.
Innocent? Oh, 12 years. You scratched through the dirt in the Darklands, and you still think that word has meaning. And those frauds are the last people I'd ever call innocent.
Escaped slaves are frauds?
Oh, is there no such thing out there? Is every Darklander, every marauder, every fugly, an honest, good-loving Samaritan?
You dare compare people who fled hardship and cruelty, seeking a better life for themselves and their families, to marauders while standing over Mom's grave?
Watch your tongue, Julian. I am still your father. Oh, you think it's funny, do you? The Darklands ate my boy and spat out a foul-mouthed, chuckling serpent.
I'm laughing, Sawyer, because all this time, you, my father, hasn't once shown any sort of relief or joy to see your second-born was alive. I see I don't even have a gravestone. Did your eldest tell you not to give me a funeral?
Ah, so that's what this is. Jealousy. Oh, you've always been envious of your brother. I imagine he's so relieved not to have you dragging him down by his coattails. He became a hero of the Republic, and you became a contemptible scrapper.
You're angry.
Who wouldn't be when a man finds his son has become a despicable thug?
No. You're angry because if I'm here, that means Seth McCaffery, the hero of the Republic and your sole confidant, was wrong. Now you're wondering, what else could he have gotten wrong?
Be quiet.
Maybe becoming mayor and chasing off all your friends wasn't in the colony's best interest.
I said be quiet, Julian.
Maybe the freedom fighters and their charges aren't frauds.
Julian.
Maybe you, Sawyer McCaffery, actually murdered 19 innocent people and are the monster the whole peninsula thinks you are.
Julian, you will never, ever be Seth.
Good, because he's a murderer. Really?
You are the one who is wrong, Julian. Seth was right. The boy Helena brought into the world, the boy she named, he is truly dead. Now get out. If you come back, I'll have you killed.
Bye, Sawyer. And she named me Jules, not Julian. But I guess you wouldn't have remembered that. Goodbye, Mom.
Sawyer
Is that
died.
Jules? He's alive?
I heard them yelling. What's going on?
I don't believe it.
Jules! Why are you leaving? You have to help him. Don't you dare abandon us.
Sawyer's the fever, Gretch. I need to remedy the infection.
The infection? East of Newport. A colony called Victor Island.
Victor Island.
And take this. I know, but they can help you. Like they helped me.
All right. I'll be back.
You better.
Bye, Gretchen.
Bye.
There you have it, Quinn. The McCaffery family and all its ugliness.
I would never have known.
That's the danger of legends, Quinn. The story can be twisted, altered, butchered, turned into whatever the teller wants it to be. Seth has the charisma and the appearance to pull off the look of the shining knight. But deep down, there's a rotting core of narcissism and malice.
What do they say about you, Jules?
Before, I couldn't care less. If they hated me, fine. If they liked me, fine. In my head, all that mattered was getting the best deal on my best scrap. But then I met you. Now, I kinda hope people start seeing me the way my mom saw me. I don't want to be a hero. Just a guy who tries to do the right thing.
You know, Jules, I suspected you were related to Seth.
Oh?
And despite everything I heard about him, I was always glad I met you first.
Now, in light of recent news, I'm sure that's tenfold.
You can say that again. So, how are we going to get north? We have no money.
Don't remind me. Well, there is one person we can turn to.
Please, I don't really know who you're talking about.
There can't be many scrappers out here with rabbits. If you continue to lie, I'll give Silo another finger.
You gotta believe me. I have no idea who you're looking for.
You realize I'm a bot, right? I can detect lies as easily as you can see the bloodied stumps of your fingers. You should know my fuglies haven't eaten since they had a little colonist buffet in the valley 4 days ago, and judging by the way they're eyeing your legs...
Okay. I received a letter from his sister. Some kind of trouble. She told me it was urgent. Please, that's all I know.
I see. Mr. McCaffery is going home. Unfortunately, I still am detecting some fibbing. Silo.
Okay, I read the letter.
There we are. And what did the letter say?
McCaffery's brother told his family he was dead, so his sister wanted him home.
And knowing McCaffery, that settles it. We're heading north then.
Am I free to go?
Of course you are. I'm a bot of my word. You are free to go. Head first.
What?
Trust me. You'll suffer less.
The hero they know, the villain he is. Jules McCaffery is one of few who knows this horrific truth. As he and Quinn make their way north, they walk unaware of the darkening skies above and the steel fingers of the treacherous pox slowly closing in. Subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss the next exciting episode of The Dark Lands of the World Before. Good morning or afternoon, Scrappers. This is Master Mimic, and I would like to first say a big heartfelt thank you to everyone associated with this cast. Not only has this been one of the most diverse and one of the largest casts we've ever had on the show, but everyone just brought so much to each of their roles that, frankly, this easily became one of my favorite episodes to work on. Yeah, it took a little long to make, but you know what? Good things come to those who wait, right? Alright, first, I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Little Batty, for reprising her role as Captain Abigail Fayte, and then Marcus Rothenburg as Rockmund Rocky Bryce. He brought a lot of personality and a lot of charm to a character that was sort of meant to be the good side of Jules' family, and thankfully, with his help and that of ARIAH SHERMAN, who played Kasumi Bryce, they just made those two just so adorably lovable. And then we got Gretchen McCaffery, played by CLOVER WREN, and of course Sawyer McCaffery, played by Chris BAUER. These two were the first choices I had for these roles, so it was a real treat to be able to actually not only work with them, but then be able to hear them just absolutely nail their parts. And then going on to Count Julius, and picking up the role of Draiman. Man, Draiman is one of those characters who flip-flops around a lot voice actor-wise, so I'm actually really glad to have someone, set in stone to play him. DODGETHIS 82, she comes to my rescue to play Wyncott, and then Mrs. Christopherson and Miss Chaplin. Those last two are, background noises during Jules' departure from Aptos Oaks. Man, I gave Dodge just a little bit of direction, and she just absolutely nailed it, especially with Wyncott, the newest possible future villain in the Darklands. And then, of course, speaking of villains, we have Pox, played once again by Mr. CREEPYPASTA, who, once again, just knocks the part right out of the park. Just wow, dude. Just simply wow. And then Bunny Girl 93 comes to my rescue. I know I said this once before, but like I said, there's a reason why this episode took so long. She came to my rescue to play Harbormaster, and man, that was a fun part to be able to set up, especially with the help of MYSTERIA'S ASMR, who plays Carla Michaels, Jules McCaffrey's ex, as well as the new, Captain of the Guard would be the right
terminology for her. Yeah, so the two of them together, thank you for making what could have been just a quick little throwaway scene, something that was actually really entertaining, and something that, obviously it gives a good glimpse at how Capitola looks. Jail guard, played by my buddy Old School Frisbee. There's another part that I gave very little direction, and yet this guy knew exactly what I was looking for. As always a pleasure to work with you, man. ARIAH MAKHI, a common collaborator of mine. She just absolutely knocked out the parts of Capitola Citizen, and then Lucy and Evil Soldier, and the last two being from the BunkerCorp commercial segment. And then, of course, there's Chronic Lee playing Vince the Guard, alongside Matthew BELPHEGOR, who played Gary the Guard. Two people who I don't think I've ever really met in person, and yet they had very good chemistry despite them recording their lines separately. And then down to Courier 6, as well as Mr. Johnson from the commercial segment, both played by Todd Dave, to come back to reprise his role as Courier 6 from the previous episode, in a scene that was a lot more monstrous than I anticipated, but I absolutely loved it. Ariel Beesh playing Mrs. Johnson from the commercial segment, giving that nice little 1950s style, housewife feeling, that in a scenario that goes very, very wrong. Just, again, Todd Dave, Ariel Beesh, always a pleasure to work with you too. Tom Shannon returns to the Darklands as the BunkerCorp Rep, and as always, damn Tom, you're just one of those guys. I give you a part and you just roll with it. Like, it's truly amazing. And then finally, Shakira Dunn. Like, I know I've been saying this a lot for a lot of people, but holy crap, for playing a little kid like Billy, Shakira, you are just, like, wow. Just, so again, a very fond thank you, and an expression of gratitude, and all the other ways to show my appreciation to this cast. Everyone just came together and just knocked this whole episode into a whole other level. I can't wait to work with more of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.